Hello and welcome to Elecspo, and it's time to talk about Tottenham Hotspur. Despite reaching the League Cup final, things aren't going well for Jose Mourinho. His side briefly flirted with the Premier League title at the start of the season, looking like a strong and powerful contender who could counter-attack their way to glory. Then in the end it seemed like more of a catfish situation, as nowadays Spurs are struggling just to stay in the top 10. Mourinho was a controversial appointment at the time, with Daniel Levy going for the big name after the sack of Mauricio Pochettino. Mourinho had the reputation, but so far all it's led to is an Amazon documentary and a very sad Dele Alli. So what would happen if Spurs had a different manager? When Pochettino got the sack, another possible option was Julian Nagelsmann. The young German is one of Europe's brightest coaches, doing incredible work at Hoffenheim and now RB Leipzig. While he's far from the finished article, his side plays innovative football that certainly catches the eye. In comparison, the only thing catching the eye at Tottenham is the eye-watering amount of money they spent on the new stadium. Even in recent weeks there have been reports that Nagelsmann could be the man to replace Jose Mourinho, so today I'm going to make that happen. Jose Mourinho is gone and the new Tottenham manager is Julian Nagelsmann. He's got a 3-year deal on 80 grand a week. Let's see how he gets on and see if he can bring back some attacking football back to North London. Let's go. Right, so here we are at the start of the simulation. As you can see, the Tottenham manager is Julian Nagelsmann. Christ, as if he's only 33 years old. I mean, I'm 7 years off that and there's no way I'm going to be managing a Champions League club by then. I mean, I haven't really made any kind of steps towards that. There's still time though, there's still time. Anyway, the media still thinks that Tottenham under Nagelsmann will come 6th. He'll probably hope to do better than that. But let's simulate a year into the future. Let's see how Julian Nagelsmann's Tottenham Hotspur get on. Okay, so here we are at the end of the first season, and as you can see, Tottenham Hotspur have came 5th, which is better than they were expected to do. But, well, I think with the competition in the Premier League today, that's not bad. They've finished above Chelsea, they've finished above Leicester. The only issue is they've finished below Arsenal. Arsenal have came out of nowhere to finish in the top 4. Yet Julian Nagelsmann and Spurs, just check he's still there. Yes, he is. Julian Nagelsmann and Spurs have came 5th. They got 64 points, 6 shy of the Champions League. 17 wins, 13 draws and 8 losses. Harry Kane's had an excellent season, an average rating of 8.03. That is pretty exceptional from Harry Kane. Let's have a look at a more detailed table. Let's see how attacking they've been. So they've scored 55 goals, which is... it's better than most, but it's not exceptional. Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United, Wolves and Chelsea all scored more goals than Spurs. And goals against, they had one of the more tighter defences. Only Liverpool, Man United, Man City and Leicester conceded less goals. So it seems as though Julian Nagelsmann's got a good balance. And he's laid the foundations. Let's have a look, see if he's brought any of his own players in. I'm going to assume he probably hasn't. Steven Bergwijn from Feyenoord. I'm sure he used to play for, I think it was Swansea. Let's have a little look. And he did nothing. No, it was Watford, sorry. Who am I thinking of? I'm not thinking of Leroy Fer. It doesn't matter anyway. He played for Watford. Did nothing. Had a bit of a renaissance at Feyenoord. But at Tottenham, it hasn't really worked out for the Dutchman. Who else has came in? Michael Elise from Reading, one for the future. A couple other names, but no one really sticking out. He's got rid of Moussa Sissoko. Danny Rose has gone. So that's good for Danny Rose at least. Obviously, Nagelsmann wasn't keen on him either. I mean, they're practically the same age. That would have been a bit weird. Let's have a look, see if there's been any success in any other competitions. Obviously, they came 5th. They're going to be playing Europa League football next season. League Cup, they were knocked out in the 4th round. They were already in the Europa League, in which they made it to the semi-final, where they were beaten by Napoli. And they made it the FA Cup quarter-final. So there was nearly some cup success, but no cup finals, unlike Jose Mourinho, who's got them to the League Cup final, which is... that mustn't be too far away, actually. Obviously, there's not going to be fans there, unfortunately, but a chance for Tottenham to win some silverware under Mourinho. Up against Man City, though, can't really see it. But anyway, back to this fictional world. Julian Nagelsmann's Spurs haven't won a thing. Semi-finals of the Europa League, though, that is pretty close. Beaten by a strong Napoli team. And in the Premier League, they were 6 points off a Champions League finish. Let's see if how stable Nagelsmann's job is. Yeah, it's fine. Still got a couple of years left on his contract. I'm going to assume he hasn't had an extension. Let's have a wee look. No, still until 2023. Got a preference to be the manager of Bayern Munich, because he's already thinking ahead. Tottenham will be wanting to keep him for the long term. Let's see who's been thriving under him, which players have been excelling. Obviously, we know Harry Kane's been fantastic. Yeah, Son, obviously. Eric Dyer's been good, which is quite a surprise. Matt Doherty, Hugo Lloris, Reguilon. Dele Alli's been playing football again. That is nice to see. The memory of Jose Mourinho is no more. He's come out of the woodwork just like Luke Shaw has and is thriving like a butterfly in spring or some other nature metaphor. Whatever. Gareth Bale, let's have a look at him. Obviously, he'll be going back. Didn't really play much football under Nagelsmann. There's been a lot of pressure on him this season under Mourinho. It's not going well. And under Nagelsmann, it didn't go well either. Let's have a look what system they used. It was a 4-2-3-1, which is kind of similar to what Spurs are using now anyway. You just like to think it wasn't quite as defensive. But Julian Nagelsmann's first year as Tottenham boss has gone okay. I think if Tottenham come fifth this season, I mean, they'll not be ecstatic because they're not in the Champions League, but it won't be a disaster. I mean, at the minute, they might not get in the top half. I mean, they probably will, but it's up for debate. But let's go into year two. Let's see if Nagelsmann's Tottenham side can kick on after a solid first season in charge. Let's go. Okay, so here we are, season 2, 8th of June 2022, year 2 of the simulation, and as you can see, Tottenham Hotspur have regressed. They have gone from 5th to 7th, 64 points to 57, the Europa League to the Europa Conference League, and more importantly, Julian Nagelsmann has gone. He didn't even last 2 seasons at Tottenham. Luis Enrique is the new manager, another big name appointment from Daniel Levy, but someone with a certain style that might thrive in the modern day, unlike Mourinho. Let's have a look at what happened at Nagelsmann. He got the sack on the 5th of February this year. Where is he now? Let's have a look. He's unemployed. No one has taken a punt on Julian Nagelsmann, a man whose reputation is in tatters. Well, he did 3 stars, which is okay, I guess it's more stars than I've got. But he is without a club after a difficult spell in England where he didn't even make it to 2 seasons. I mean, I suppose you've got to factor in that if he didn't have that long in his contract, he was easier to sack compared to like someone like Mourinho in reality where it's going to cost a lot of money. But still, that is disappointing. Let's see where they were when Tottenham sacked him. So it was the 5th of February 2022. Let's have a look at the table. Tottenham Hotspur, there they are. So on the 5th of February, they lost to Everton when they were in 7th place. So, I mean, they haven't even kicked on under Luis Enrique. He did briefly have them in the top 4 once. It was just an awful start of this. Well, no, it wasn't an awful start of the season. I think Julian Nagelsmann has been hard done by here. After a stuttering start, he got them up into the top half, up to 7th. For the whole season, they were between 7th and 4th. Mainly 6th. But really, I mean, with the quality in the Premier League, is that poor? And they haven't kicked on under Luis Enrique, so really, I don't think it's been worth it. I'll be shocked if they've won a trophy, because that would be quite sad. Europa League, they made it to the semis again, even though they changed managers. FA Cup, they were knocked out in the 4th round. And in the League Cup, they were knocked out in the quarter-finals. So disappointment in the Cups. Back-to-back semi-finals in Europe. I mean, Tottenham could have stuck by Nagelsmann here. Things weren't that bad. They've been a lot worse under higher calibre managers, Jose Mourinho. But let's have a look what transfers he did. If he'd spent a bit of money, we can understand. They signed Carlos Vinicius permanently. I'm going to say that was a bad idea. Who else have they got? Felipe from Atletico Madrid. Çalhanoğlu loves a free kick. Has he scored any of them? Let's have a look. Got him on a free. Not bad. Got 4 goals, so one of them is bound to be a free kick. Although he's got the number 10, so what's happened to Harry Kane? Please say it's just the number 9. Yeah, yes, that's fine. I was worried Nagelsmann had sold Harry Kane. No wonder he would have got the sack. But prematurely, we're going to have to bring this simulation to an end. I thought Nagelsmann was going to have a dominant spell at Tottenham, create a philosophy, a proper structure, just like Pochettino had. But Daniel Levy has wielded the axe after just a season and a half of football. Julian Nagelsmann managed just 1 year and 219 days in the dugout. So Tottenham fans, if you want Nagelsmann to come in instead of Jose Mourinho, think again. We will leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Elecspo. And until next time, we will see you around.